All right, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna enter. So you're gonna have that lead rope in your hand. We're not gonna focus so much on catching him yet. Right now, I just wanna focus on getting some basic direction and connection, right? So by direct, go that way, connect, draw into me. Not when you want to, but when I ask you to, okay? But basically, I like you doing this work with the halter, even though you're not catching him now, so that he doesn't always think that when you're holding that halter, that it means he's gonna be caught. Does that make sense? And I want you to just kind of stand in the middle and just see what he does. If he engages with you, take a deep breath, take some pressure away from him, okay? If he disengages, no big deal. Leave him be, okay? But just see what he chooses to do with you. Very good. Go up there and give him a rub on that shoulder. Nice and quiet, nice big deep breath. Let him know he did a really good job. And go on the other side. There you go. And the reason why I said to go on that side is because he kind of softened on that side and looked towards you on that side. So I want you to reward him on that side. Let him know he made a good choice there. Now, something to be aware of, a couple of safety things that I want you to kind of have in your back pocket. When you're doing this kind of work, if he tends to come towards you or come at you or do something silly, immediately drive him away, okay? So you'll pick up your stick, you'll drive, you'll cluck and kiss, because you don't want him to wield around that hind end or do something silly. You don't want him to bare teeth at you or something like that. He did have a tendency to nip and bite, okay? So I want you to be really careful with that. He's been doing really well, but he'll probably try to test you, okay? So that goes back to, in the beginning, we talked about nice and soft and relaxed, but boundaries. Like, no, sir, this is not acceptable, right? So there will be times what brought this to my attention is a second ago when you were rubbing on him, he kind of just turned his head like that. Typically, they'll nip when they turn that head like that. He thought about it, but he didn't, okay? If you see him do that again, like, be relaxed, but just kind of take your hand and give him a little bump saying, no, sir, don't even think about it. It doesn't have to be like a big abrupt bump, right? But just enough to say, no, I saw that, and I want you to know that that's a bad choice, right? And so if you see that head turning, just kind of position yourself and keep that hand up high to bump him. Like you were doing, you were at a good safe place while you were rubbing his shoulder, and that's why I love rubbing the shoulder there, because it already positions your hand where you can protect your face if he is going to do something silly. Make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay.